Ladies and gents, and those that lie betwixt, welcome to Blank Block, a comedy podcast for three 20-something-year-olds who have fallen into the void and cannot get back up. My name is Seraphina, and today I'm joined by Cameron Bloomer.
Hi, Sarah. That was really good. Well done.
Thank you. And today I'm also joined by Ashleigh Madigan.
Hello, that is me.
Oh. I
The
did
real
intro,
Ashleigh
guys.
Madigan?
Oh. What?
It's like so much pressure to get like a good high energy intro, just like bam, 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 bam.
Yeah.
Welcome to the podcast, motherfuckers.
I don't know if that was necessarily high energy from Seraphina so much as it was high anxiety.
They're the same thing. It's like the fight or flight response, you know?
Yeah, exactly. Well, there was I could hear the fight or flight in Seraphina.
Hello.
Anxiety equals energy. It's just
Yeah.
It's whether it's directed like towards something or away from something.
Hi. This is the anxiety cast now.
It did sound very much like you were running away from the intro. Like the intro was coming for you, and you were like, "Oh my, hello, I'm here."
Yeah, I mean that's how I wake up every day. Oh, hello, I'm
Running
here.
from life.
Yeah.
Can never escape
Right.
it. Anyway,
Anyway.
I've got a question for you guys.
Go ahead.
Have you been working hard or have you been hardly working?
Oof, can we skip this one this week, please?
Well, here's the thing. I do actually have something to say about this.
Okay.
I feel
no
like
comment.
personally, I need to change my perspective on what working hard is, because I feel like every week I've been like, oh, no, I've been hardly working. But if that's my norm, if I still feel like exhausted at the end of every week, then it's like I have been working hard, just not doing things that I would have perceived as working hard. But like I have been. I've been going all over the place. I've been doing things. It's just so I'm gonna take a bit of introspection and reassess my own worth. So yeah, that's my answer.
Congratulations. I've done
Thank you.
fuck all.
Yeah.
Is that okay? Because this is my thing. Because I always thought that I'd done fuck all, but then like if I compared it to every other week, it was no different. So I was like, oh, maybe this is just what I'm capable of, which is kind of depressing, I guess. Maybe this is all I can do.
No, I'm definitely capable of more. I've just chosen to not.
Okay.
This week I have been off. That's
hear
it.
that? Yeah. Yeah, I've been in the same boat really. Just weird, just body tired. Can't do
Body
anything.
tired.
Body tired. I have been getting my results back from my uni stuff, so that's been like anxiety inducing. We're like, oh,
Ooh.
you know. But
You've been doing good. You've been happy with your results.
yeah, so far so good.
That's
2
great.
A's, essentially.
Oh, yeah.
And I got my 3D module back today, which I was guaranteed. I was like, I'm gonna get the lowest grade possible. This is shite work because I am not a 3D modeler. I got 3 marks off an A.
Wow.
Ooh.
Me.
Look
That's
at this.
very
thing.
impressive.
I'm a 3D modeler now, guys.
Damn.
Look at me.
Congratulations.
Wow.
You've become your better self. You've evolved.
Yeah.
You are like a
So
pocket
I remember
monster.
at the beginning of like my semester, I was like legit crying about it because I was like, if I can't 3D model and I can't 3D animate, then I have no place in this industry. And I was like having a whole mental breakdown and
But
going.
no,
like,
I mean, you see now that you're clearly capable of that, so that's flipping cool.
yeah. So I'm a little bit shook, not gonna lie.
Can you make us a 3D spinning blank block GIF?
I can try. I mean, I
That'd be so cool.
have been one of my goals over the summer, but between my semesters, has been like trying to learn a bit more 3D. But every time I open the 3D like system, which is Blender or Maya, I just head empty. and I'm just like,
I have a goof. Let me just insert a goof real quick.
Wait, is it relevant?
Yeah, is Blender a dating app for smoothies?
Okay.
Right. Anyway.
So I asked if it was relevant. I maybe should have asked if it was good.
There's a reason I said I have a goof and not a good.
Okay, that's very good. Hell yeah! I really did appreciate that. I always love a dad joke. Thank you for that. I have a PSA just quickly. I'll get into it later, but I'm sorry if there's a thumping in the background of any of my audio. I've been noticing that it's picking that up, and I hoped it wouldn't. But I will talk about that later in the podcast because it may be beef.
Oh, someone's got beef.
But yeah, I'm not talking about it now.
Of that beef.
yeah.
It's like a sampler plate of the beef for later.
Yeah, exactly. It's
Like
yeah.
a medium rare steak beef, or a bolognese beef, or a chili beef, or
It's,
a
we've established that you don't know what beef is.
Yeah.
mignon. Yeah, no, it's beef. It's
Also,
mignon.
It's vegan.
Oh, vegan beef's
Cheese.
delicious.
It's vegan. Cheese. Cheese is not vegan beef.
It could be the
Okay,
same
so
thing.
Seraphina doesn't know what beef is, and also doesn't know what vegans are, I think, is what we're learning here today.
That's
Vegan,
also true.
Vegan beef and vegan cheese are probably made the same concepts and the same alchemic materials, though. So
Alchemic
What?
materials.
veganism is alchemy.
It's too early for
I-
this.
No.
This
I
is
woke
what
up
we end the podcast
15
on.
minutes ago, and I am talking about veganism and alchemy.
I also
I feel like this is like 100 years too soon to be having this conversation. Like, this is a conversation we have in like the year 2120, when everyone's like, hey, science is wizardry, veganism is alchemy. The world isn't ready for this discourse yet.
Alright, I'll come back later then.
I don't know if the world will ever be ready.
I mean,
Nah,
I
but
hope
like-
it is one day.
But like soybean plus water plus salt equals tofu.
I get you. I
That's
get
just
you.
cooking.
No,
But
I've
no, but
described
I think-
the
I think
process of cooking.
What Seraphina's saying is that all vegan food is just the same 3 ingredients, but just put together a different way.
Yeah.
Because
if you
vegans
add
only have 3
if you add a
ingredients.
little bit, oh no, because if they're consenting blood, then it's vegan.
What?
And if it's consenting hair, then it's vegan. So like you know, in like potion brewing, you put like a little like
Okay.
drop
Are
of.
you talking
drop
about
of,
making a soy-based homunculus?
Because no, actually, I love that.
Maybe.
I love a homunculus. Wow.
hummus unculus?
That was interesting. I
Thanks.
actually no. I had this debate. I've got a debate right now. I've talked with other people about this. Do you think voluntary cannibalism is vegan? Because I think it is. If somebody was like, hey, when I die, I want my body to be consumed by people, I feel like that is the most vegan and ethical meat you can eat, because it's consenting meat. It's better than eating meat that was not cool with being eaten, you know? I feel like cannibalism, consenting cannibalism is veganism.
I feel like it doesn't quite qualify as veganism though. I feel like it's okay to do because they said I could do this, officer. But
I still no,
I
because
feel like veganism is very much not
Meat,
just
not-
about because
Yeah.
if cows could suddenly consent to being eaten, I still think that vegans would have a problem with it.
I mean, it depends if it's dietary or what's the word I'm looking
Well,
for?
most vegans aren't dietary. It's more of like an ethical thing.
Yeah.
But I think I don't know.
I'd eat
I've
people.
I think
I'd
we
eat
should
people.
all eat people because I think if people's expectations were after they died they'd be eaten by their loved ones, they would look after themselves more.
Unless you hated your relatives.
Well, yeah, obviously. Like me, I would, poison thine flesh. But not everybody does hate parent family.
I wouldn't want to eat Cameron.
Why?
There's no meat on his bones.
Bro,
Yeah.
I am
Like, too
I'm
lean.
tender. I am lean. No, you won't be chewing through fat.
What's
Yeah,
wrong
but the
with
fat's
fat?
where the flavour comes from. Can't make a good
But that's-
stew without
I'm
some
just
fat.
no. I'm selling because your point is the fact that I'm too bony to be bon appetit material.
No, you're not
but-
bony. I'm just saying there's not a lot on you. It's not bony.
Just
There's
feels
just-
like it'd be a lot of effort for very little
It would
payoff.
be like cocktail sausages with meat.
That's still good though.
No.
That cocktail sausages are objectively the worst kind of sausages.
Yeah.
Oh no, I can't agree with you at all. Have you ever had like those Vienna sausages out of like a can?
No, because I'm
Probably.
not.
It's an American thing, and they make me want to vomit, and they're disgusting.
Here's my hot take about food. Canned food is better than regular food.
No.
Why do you say these things, Ashleigh, with such confidence?
I think that I fucked myself up when I was a child, because I genuinely enjoy a microwave burger more than a oven cooked burger. Like my idea of a perfect breakfast is 2 slices of white bread heavily toasted until it's like charcoal.
Okay, I vibe.
Slap some butter on that bad boy, and
Yeah.
then cook up a tin of the full breakfast from Poundland.
Okay, you've lost me.
So it's
See-
beans, tiny sausage, tiny burger patty, egg,
Every
and hash
time,
brown.
every time, I feel like this generation is kind of progressive and has taste. Like we come out and we say, I like things that come in cans, and I lick batteries and stuff like that. Like,
Listen, canned food is a superior form of food. It doesn't go off.
No.
Will
it's
last you for a
superior.
whole
It's
apocalypse.
superior. It's superior in that
only
sense. But
soup. Only soup.
okay,
And it tastes fucking delicious.
No, Heinz
Soup.
tomato soup is great.
Mm-hmm.
So is their carrot and coriander. All beans are okay. I don't like Heinz beans. They're too sweet.
I do
Yeah.
have another hot
Yep.
take.
Okay.
Soup, overrated.
Sharp.
soup.
You're wrong. Sharp. Both of you.
I'm
You're
middling.
Both wrong,
I'm middling.
And you know it. Thank
To be
you.
fair, I've never
Bye.
been a fan of like mushroom or tomato anyway. So like that, and those are like protagonists in the soup like world.
I don't like mushroom soup personally, but
Can we do conversation starters? Because I feel like we're just talking about kinds of soup we like now.
Yeah. So yeah, the soup episode was last week.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
we can't-
Exactly.
Right.
Soup?
So I was
Soup?
fucking around, as I do, on my new favourite website, conversationstartersworld.com.
Hell yeah.
Still not sponsored. Still waiting for that good sponsor. Question number 10 of other questions to ask. Oh, no, sorry. This is fun questions to ask. Not funny
Oh.
questions to ask. That's a different genre
Oh
of
yeah.
question.
They're totally different.
okay.
Number 10. What is the dumbest way you've been injured? I'll say that again. That's number 10. What is the dumbest way you've been injured?
I'd like to buzz in.
Yes, Cameron Bloomer.
The answer's B.
Congratulations, you have won a brand new used car.
A brand new used car. Hell yeah.
A brand new used car. But for real though,
Okay, for real though, I think my dumbest injury was all my dumbest injuries have obviously been like just I've done something stupid for no reason and caused myself a world of pain. Like kind of just touching outlets and things like that and putting my fingers in plugs and what have you.
Yeah.
putting my fingers in places they should not be.
I started off that sentence with that in mind, and then throughout it I was like, I can't say this.
No, but I can. It's my role on the podcast is to say
Yeah,
the
okay.
things that you two cannot.
Exactly, thank you. We're a good gradient where I feel like Seraphina is the most kind of like Seraphina's not going to come out and talk about having a weird fetish, which is where I come in. But then I stop before I talk about the consistency of my own shit, and that's when Ashleigh comes in. Like,
it's the layers of shame, and
yeah, exactly.
I am sadly shameless.
Yeah. I have very deeply Catholic family who might be listening to this, so I'm not gonna say anything else. But you guys, I don't mind if you get condemned. That's cool. I'm a good Christian person. Yeah.
There is a rope swing at this woods that I used to go to as a little wee child, and they've got a rope swing on this hill, and you can really just go for it. You can swing way out over this hill, this very, very steep hill, and I was like, hey, you know what would be funny if I swang out all the way to the very crux of this rope's parabola, and then I just decided to like let go. what would happen then? So I did my science experiment. I pushed out all the way and I went wee, flung about a bit, and then I came down. I didn't come down weird on my wrist. I just came down so hard on my wrist that I like threw it out. And then nobody believed me that I'd broken my wrist. I was like, I'm pretty sure I broke my wrist. I can't like move it. I can't move my hand. And everyone was like, just see how you are in a couple hours. And I was like, I'm going to call an ambulance.
What is it with other people when you say that you think you've broken something on your hands or legs, and they go, no, you haven't, and grab it? Like, yeah, maybe that's just my family, but...
Yeah, I think when you're a child, it's very easy to overreact with things like that, and I think it's just kind of an impulse as a parent to be like, look, you're fine, stop being stupid. I wish I never had children. But in this case,
I broke my toe once, and my mum did the thing where she went, no, it's not, and then grabbed it, and I woke up about 20 minutes later with just tears all over my face. Like in the car on the way to the hospital.
Ooh. Oh no.
I was like, what? Seraphina, what is the dumbest way you've ever injured yourself?
We told a lot of good ones last time, didn't we? Where you shoved stuff up your nose.
My nose. I wasn't really injured by that though. I think the most one that has significant after effects is when I definitely did something to my coccyx. My coccyx.
Yeah. We touched on your coccyx last episode.
Yeah, we did. So I was at a birthday. It was like a surprise birthday party for a friend, and
surprise coccyx beating.
And I was showing one of my friends how to do like an Aikido flip thing if someone comes at you from behind, because I used to be into like martial arts, and then this happened and I haven't touched it ever since.
You're so cool, Sarah.
Yeah, I'm so cool.
I have a thing to say about that really quickly. Sorry, it's relevant. Why? So, you've got friends who did martial arts when you were younger, and they're like, all right, like, come at me and I'll block it. And then you go to hit them, and they're like, no, you have to like attack me this very, very specific way. And then you're like, all right. So you slowly lift your hand like over your head to like get them, and then they like just grab your arm and then flip you upside down and then have you in a pin. And you're like, I didn't agree to this. I just why was this something that you thought I'd enjoy? Like,
that's how I chipped my friend's tooth once.
It's just so dumb. I hate it.
I
specifically said I couldn't lay a hand on them. So I punched them in the mouth because they were I can block it from all directions. I'm like, okay.
Block this. Yeah, that's the thing. Because it's never like, okay, come at me. And you just come at them normally. They're like, no. You need to do it like
my instructor does it.
Yeah, exactly. You need to do it at half speed in this very, very specific way. Anyway, sorry. Carry on, Seraphina. So you were one of these cool karate kids.
Yeah. I don't think I was ever like that because I think I was just so confident that I could block it from any direction.
You didn't need to
So,
prove yourself.
And so basically, my friend James, he went to, like, attack me from behind, essentially. And I did an oopsie, and I basically... It's not my fault, it's his fault. Entirely. So I went to, like, flip him, and then he stupidly fucking put his knee up when he fell down. But I tripped over his other foot. So my coccyx landed straight on his knee, like bent up into the sky.
I can't imagine how any of that took place. By the way, I just had a lot of body parts in like various orders, and I was like, okay, so somehow Seraphina's coccyx ended up on somebody's knee in a very powerful way. Please do an animation of it.
I don't know if I can remember
diagrams.
it. It was happened so blurry, but I remember just going,
blur.
"Aww," and then like essentially, and I was like lying on my front on the sofa for a good like hour or so because I was like knocked out. And then I was like, I'm fine because I wasn't drinking anything. When the pain goes away, so and then I was like,
gosh.
I'm gonna go on this trampoline. And
you absolute moron.
yeah, and so I was on this trampoline like yeah, and then but because I was not intoxicated at all, I fell off the trampoline. But like in a way that just maybe land on my bum.
Sarah,
So...
this is a comedy of errors. This is like.
This
isn't real life.
Bad decision.
Yeah, and then I was like, okay, I can't move anymore.
Maybe this is a sign that, like, no matter what, I will always land on my ass.
Yeah. So that was really cool, and I still, yeah, I still have issues with it to this day, but it's cool. It's fine. There's a dumb way my mum hurt me once.
I feel like
She
now
was
is
just
not the time to
abusive.
talk about child abuse from your parent. I think this is like
No.
a conversation we have off mic, where we maybe
it
talk
wasn't.
to like the police.
It's an accident. It was an accident, and she feels terrible about this.
Okay.
So, and I got my revenge because I broke her finger, so it's cool.
While she was sleeping, I snuck in and said, "This is for doing whatever you did." And then...
Speaking of
So
broken
cute.
fingers, real quick, one of my friends once broke their finger because they had an accident during an intimate moment with their partner.
Oh.
Because their partner coughed at the wrong time, and their finger snapped into 3 pieces and got stuck
Oh my
in the place
gosh.
that it was at.
Oh my gosh.
So they had to go to the hospital with their finger
Connected.
inside of their partner.
I mean, it's a bonding
How-
experience, isn't it?
And it wasn't the best hole to have a finger in.
There are better holes.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyway,
Bum.
Jeez.
So,
Oh my gosh.
what incites me getting my revenge with my mother
Yes.
was I had an awful earache when I was roughly in year 8, so I was probably about 12 or 13, and my mum was like reading up online like how to make earaches go away, and one of them was like heating up like oil and like
Oh my
hot
God.
water, and it was a complete accident.
this is why you
But-
can't hear.
I feel
Yeah.
like I know exactly where this is going.
My mum put boiling hot oil in my ear.
Oh. My grandma did that to my granddad once, and he no longer can hear properly from one side of his head.
Oh my gosh.
Maybe that's
Boiled
why.
your ears.
I boiled
no,
my
actually, wait.
ears.
Here's the thing, because it was hot oil, did she technically deep fry your ears?
I got a really crispy like chicken nugget of an ear.
You ever eaten like pig's ears?
Oh my gosh.
just like that.
So I couldn't hear for a good like a day at least.
Yeah.
Like it was awful. But then I was like, my mum put boiling oil in my ear. What have you done today?
And then they told you, and you said what? Sorry. While we're on the topic of Seraphina, I have a reoccurring segment. Yay.
We haven't asked Ashleigh like what her
Oh
most.
shoot. Okay, never mind.
Yeah, come back. We'll
Cut
come
that.
back to it.
Oh, okay. I once sneezed so hard that I tore muscles in my shoulders.
Did that happen when I was with you?
No, that was a separate time I did the same thing. So I'm basically held together with like craft glue, bits of string, and the wishes of a child. And
Okay.
at any point I could just like detonate. You know, sometimes I sneeze and it feels like someone's put a red hot poker in my gooch. Sometimes I sneeze and like both of my shoulders just are no longer functional.
Oh my gosh.
One time I coughed and my ribs made a cracking noise.
Yeah.
I couldn't breathe for like...
I remember that.
Yeah, that was
You're
a scary
fragile.
one. I thought I was dying. Like, because I coughed, the crack was louder than the cough. And then I couldn't breathe, and I was just looking at Seraphina slowly, like, running out of oxygen, and I was just like, well, this is how I go out then.
I was just like,
Oh well.
what's wrong? What's happening?
I went into pure, like, emergency shutdown mode, just didn't
Oh
move
my
a
gosh.
muscle, sweat pouring down my head, like, you know, I imagine how people feel when they're, like, face-to-face with a bear for the first time.
Yeah. But you were face to face with your own fragility.
With the Grim Reaper.
Oh my god.
It's like beckoning me
Ooh.
gently.
Oh, your body, man.
Yeah.
It's not my favorite part of myself. Let's be real about that.
Heyo.
I'm trans.
Hell yeah.
Ew.
Moving on.
Okay, I've got a
Moving on.
I've got a cheeky segment, which we've touched on before.
We need a musical sting for it. Now that we've done it more than
Yeah.
once, you need to make like a...
Well, I need to do that with a lot of things, Ash, but I'm still sorting out my PC. I did get a response from the Focusrite people, and they were like, "Yeah, it's your PC, not the Focusrite." So yeah, I'm trying to get that sorted out for next week. But anyway, so Seraphina is very, very good at messaging. It's incoherent at best.
Oh, that's the name of the segment.
Incoherent
best.
at best. I like that a lot. So I'm gonna
Okay.
say two things, and I want you to tell me which one is something that Seraphina has texted me, and which one is something that I've made up. All right. So the first set is okay. Okom sosks. Once again, that is okay. Okom sosks. The second thing is that's more gorvy. Once again, that's more gorvy. Which did Seraphina say?
I would like to lock in B, please, Cameron.
Very good.
I genuinely don't know. So that's Mongorvi and okay,
Okay, Okom sosks.
Okomsosk. Okay, I'll go with A then.
Cool. You are both correct. They are both things that Seraphina have said. You may realize now that the answering of these questions may become obsolete, but I will not give away anything. So the second set is just a didu. That's DIDDU, and the other one is lemai make grup.
That's difficult actually.
I'm gonna immediately lock in on A.
Wow,
I was gonna
that's
say
so
B
important.
because I do say Lemai a lot.
Yeah.
You do, but your autocorrect usually catches that one.
Oh yeah.
Once again, it was very important that you both voted, because you both right. It was both of them again. Those are both things that Seraphina has texted to me.
I'm okay.
And
Right.
five. I've got two more here. And it's still very important that you both vote. Um, so I have like good bledney. Once again, that's like good bledney. The other one is LMAO, the KU. I was very happy with Bubba.
I just want to know the context sometimes.
It's Bubba's shrimp, obviously.
Oh, yeah.
It's not even true. So
Wait,
the first one,
Yeah.
the first one was like good bledney, which I believe was in context to like good blendy. I think you just got those words wrong, but I just liked the way that word sounded, bledney.
Bledney.
And the other one was LMAO, thank you. I was very happy with Bubbles. And that was in relation to the animation we were doing. But it was just LMAO, the KU. I was very happy with Bubba. It was just so many things in one.
Can I have the context for the other two as well? Because
So
I
the
feel
other
like it's
one-
important to know what I'm actually trying to
Okay.
say. Because I don't
No, I
even
think-
know.
Yeah.
I think it makes it better if people don't know.
To be fair, I don't
God,
have
love
context
religion.
for most of these. I know that Let Me Make Grup was you saying let me make a group, but you just missed out the O in group, which made me very happy. I don't know what just a diddle means. That's more Gorvy. I think you just misspelt groovy. And I don't know what OK Ocom Socks was meant to be. I think maybe you just tried to put OK over and over and over again, or tried to put Okie Dokie Smoky. So I don't know. It's upsetting.
Yeah, Seraphina's well-known catchphrase of "Okie dokie smoky."
Okie Dokie Smoky. I
She
like
says
that a
it
lot.
constantly.
Okie Dokie Smoky Hokey Pokey is what it's short for.
Put your
Okie-
left leg in. You put your left leg up.
In,
In.
out, in, out, in,
Shit,
out,
all
in,
about.
out,
In,
in,
out,
Oh, no,
in,
it's happening
out,
again.
in, out, in, out, in, out, in.
This podcast is brought to you by In and Out.
I have had that exact nightmare, by the way, where the two of you have been above my bed just chanting in, out, in, out, in, out.
That is quite haunting, actually.
I thought you were
had
going to
this-
say horny then.
Yeah, I thought, yeah.
I mean, maybe.
I've had that exact dream.
In, out, in.
It wasn't a nightmare.
Someone describing
Wonderful.
sex to someone without giving any details.
In, out.
Shake
Make it
it
all
all
about.
about. You do the. My mum calls
Pokey pokey.
hokey pokey
Ooh,
sex sometimes.
Saucy.
The hanky panky.
Saucy. She was like, "Don't do the hanky panky or the hokey pokey. Thank you very much. Goodbye."
What did you say to me one time, Ash? You used a word for sex, and it was awful.
Are you sure you're not thinking of blasting rope for masturbation?
Oh.
No, that's still bad, and I don't actually want to have this conversation anymore.
I don't know. I'm trying to think. I say a lot of words. Sometimes I just make up words as I'm talking.
I
You know,
wish-
like I was
I
doing a
wish
bit of
you didn't.
self-flagellation last night, but in a good way. You know what I mean?
You're a sinner.
Yeah.
You must stop yourself.
I'm just sinning.
I'm just sinning.
Stop.
No, I cannot be stopped.
Do we have to finish you?
I made one of those anime girl faces just now,
Oh,
but
no.
obviously it's an audio medium.
No,
so
no. I somehow felt it.
good.
I saw it in my mind.
I wish I didn't feel it. Thanks.
Well, I wish that I'd never met you, so fuck you.
This podcast is just slowly disintegrating.
Your mother should have drowned you in boiling water, you prick.
She should have kept pouring.
She
back of
tried.
hot boiling
She
oil.
tried.
Your mum should have sneezed so hard that you came out 6 months premature and then were blue all of the time, so you couldn't go out in public.
Oh, but I am
Munter.
blue all the time. And I
Hey,
do
hey,
go
hey,
out in
Widowmaker
public. She's purple, you dumb.
She's fucking blue because the
She's
whole point of her being blue.
purple.
I'm sorry, but in the law, it specifically says that
Oh.
she's blue because her
Oh.
heart rate and breathing have been slowed down so that she's better at shooting, and they gave her a massive ass because she's a fetish piece.
What
I'll
is
have
this?
you know.
She's
Oh,
purple.
this
is Smurfette?
No, this is Overwatch, but also Smurfette would get it.
Stop.
Anyway,
Over-
I'm very
Who
sorry.
cares? No, it's because she's a spider and the big spiders have big ass.
Yeah, and it's
Big
also a
spider, big
tactical
eyes.
implant to make her like shoot better or something. It's a load of bollocks. It's just some guy at Blizzard wants to jack off to spider ladies, so he does that, and then they caught him like drawing his own porn, and they were like, "Hey, you've been working on character design," and he was sweating and going, "Oh fuck yeah, this." She shoot gun, and I shoot
Why
goo
does it-
whenever I see her.
Brilliant.
Why doesn't she shoot web?
Because
That'd be
that's what all of the fanboys do when they look at pictures of her on the internet.
Once again. Once again.
No, but like this is she's purple. She's not blue.
She's
Like
blue.
she's
specifically blue.
Right, Cameron. She's this woman is purple.
This woman. Who is this woman? I don't play
Widowmaker.
Overwatch.
I've just sent a photo to you in the chat
And what? Oh wait, 1 second.
about
I don't-
purple
well-
lady. That's
well,
purple.
Well,
People
no,
who
her
think
skin
she's
is, her
blue
skin
are
is blue.
wrong.
Her skin is blue.
No, it's purple.
It's like lavender,
lilac.
I guess.
Guys, I did
If the-
color
also if-
theory.
if-
I know what fucking colors look like.
No,
so-
but like, wait, no, because if the lore is that her skin is blue, like that's part of her story, then I'd be more
but there is no
inclined to say-
story. There is no story in Overwatch.
There is a huge amount
Yes,
of
there
story
is.
in Overwatch. That's the main problem with
That is
Overwatch.
that is actually false, Seraphina.
I'm
I'm-
sorry that I don't pay attention to the story of Overwatch, which is a shooter game which I bought and I couldn't play it because Overwatch isn't applicable on a Mac. Thanks.
So that's all we
Blizzard.
have time for this week, folks. Thank you very much for listening. Play the music.
Wait, are you kidding me? Is that it?
We're at 40 minutes, guys.
But I haven't said my beef, and I referenced it earlier.
Unfortunately, we don't have time. Seraphina
shoot.
spoke for literally 20 minutes.
Sarah, I love you.
I'm sorry.
Hello everyone, Ashleigh here, and thank you once again for listening to this episode of Blank Block. If you enjoyed the show, please let us know on our social media and rate and review us on iTunes and tell a friend. We are relying entirely on word of mouth to spread the show, and your support would mean the world to us. For more from Cameron, follow him on Twitter at TheLumpyBoy or on Instagram at Cameron Bloomer, spelt BLUMER. For more from Seraphina, follow her on Twitter at Sacred Cows Media or on Instagram at Sacred Cows. And you can find me on Twitter at TrashleighM. That's TrashLeighGhm, and on my own podcast, Tales from Pontus. Once again, huge thank you for listening, and we'll see you next time.